Hi there. I am Brenda Bailey, and I'm your instructor for your own 900 math class. And I just wanted to make a few short videos just to get you started in this class in the Welcome to Class module. All right, to begin with, I'm on the NWCC Hub, NWCCD Hub, and you would go into your Canvas, and then you're going to find a box with a calculator on it, and that's your shell for this class. And we'll click on it. And this is the home page. It's got a few things here. My name, my email, my phone. This is my cell phone. You can text me, set up an appointment to meet. My office is Whitney Building 206 on the Sheridan campus. You can contact me if you need help by appointment. I am also in the Math Center, which is in the Whitney Building, second floor, 201 every Tuesday from 4 to 6. And so if you're in Sheridan area, that would also be a great time if you have questions on the homework. This course is online, so we don't really have a time. I'll explain the asynchronous when we do the syllabus. So here then you would click your modules. And yours will look something like this. You won't have all this stuff on the side, but it'll look something like this. And this is the module we're going to go through right now. And then I'll talk about in one of these videos later in this module how to use Canvas and for this class and how to use Pearson, which we'll explain later. Pearson, you actually have two platforms for this class. You've got Canvas, and you'll use it for some things, and then you'll use Pearson for all your homework, quizzes, and exams. So this is the one that you have to purchase, and we'll talk about that as well. So what I'd like to do first off in this first video is we're going to talk about the syllabus. And so right here in this Welcome to Class module, this is a drop down. I've had some students have trouble realizing that that was a drop down. And we're going to talk about the syllabus. And this is also in your shell. Great, popped up. Sometimes it doesn't pop up too fast. So what we have here is the syllabus. And again, you can download it and copy it if you'd like. It's an online 4 credit. This is a non-degree class, and it's just to kind of get you ready for your degree classes. A repeat of what I have on my homepage. There's my cell, my email. It's online. This is classes asynchronous. Asynchronous means that we will not meet as a group on Zoom. All right, asynchronous. What I've done is I have made videos of each of the lessons, and you work at your own pace. And if you have questions, you go to those videos and watch them and then do the homework. And if you still have questions after watching the videos, then you can contact me and we can Zoom. Or if you're on the campus or around Sheridan, then we can meet on the campus. Now, so again, it's asynchronous. We're not meeting as a class. I've had some students in other classes text me and say, when do we meet? Well, we don't. It's all just kind of on your own as far as getting the work done. Now here, this is my Zoom link, and it's going to be in other places as well. But if you decided you wanted to meet on Zoom to go over a test or anything like that, any of the homework, here's my Zoom. This will get you to my Zoom room. This is the YouTube channel where I have all of my videos for lessons, but this is not the easiest way to get to my lessons. I'm just put it there for just in case you needed it. But again, this is not the easiest way. We have a description of the class, co-requisites, there are none. Okay, now the text and materials. Optional textbook. You do not have to buy the textbook, and it would save you some money if you don't buy the textbook. What is required is access to Pearson My Math Lab. And the reason you don't have to buy a textbook is it's embedded in Pearson My Math Lab. And so you'll find the textbook here as an ebook. Now, the course ID number is Bailey 17623. You'll need this ID number, and I have it in other places as well for you. If you ever need tech support from Pearson, things aren't working well with your Pearson account, you can't get into it, whatever, then they'll ask for this ID number. So you'll have to give them that. Let's see. I have detailed instructions for registering with Pearson in the Welcome to Class module in your Canvas shell on the hub, and I'll show you that. One thing that you may probably be interested in mainly is the grading. We have 50% are tests, and that final is included in that 50%. 35% is homework, and 15% are quizzes. Now, if you decided not to do any of the homework, you will be missing out on 35% of your grade. You could not pass. You would get a 65 if you did not do any homework. All right. Just likewise, if you did not do any quizzes, the best you could get is an 85. So kind of keep that in mind that you really need to do all three of these sections in order to pass the class with a decent grade. Grading 90, 80, 70, 60. Now, if you get an 89.5, I will round up. So that's kind of a nice thing as well. I will show you where you can find your grade at all times. The grades will be found in Pearson, and I will show you where that is when you look at the video on how to use Pearson for this class. All right, so there's kind of the percentage breakdown and the grading. Let's see. Oh, yes. Now, I'm going to go back to the homework and the quizzes. Homework and quizzes, if you're late, because each of these has a due date, and if you miss the due date, you can still do your homework. You can still do the quizzes. However, 10% will be deducted from those. 10% would be about 1 point. So rather than getting a 10 out of 10 on a homework, you'll get a 9 out of 10. So it's still worth doing if you miss a homework due date. I'll explain that when I'm going through how to use Pearson. Same thing with quizzes. If you miss, then 10% will be deducted. Quizzes, though, I also give you 3 attempts on every quiz, and then Pearson will take the best of those 3 attempts, which is kind of nice. What about tests? You missed a test. You thought it was due, I don't know, maybe you thought it was due on Saturday and it's Sunday, or you thought it was due on Monday, but it was actually due on Sunday. Now, I will not deduct any points on a late test, so don't panic. What will happen is I will uh, give you a 0 in the grade book, but you can take the test and replace the 0. All righty, with no deduction. But it will be a 0. Don't panic. You can still take the test and replace the 0. All righty, with no deduction. So the only deductions that you'll find are with the homework and the quizzes. Okay, let's see. Grading disputes, see me. This is kind of what we're going to be covering in the class here. Minimum course requirements. Again, it's just talking about the percentage for homework, quizzes, and exams again. Be honest. And the disability statement, it finishes up here. You can read through those. At the very end of the syllabus is a tentative course outline. I want to stress the fact that it is tentative. I've just done sections here. Weeks 1 through 3, we may not get to start chapter 3. We'll just see how you're doing. So the first 3 weeks would be for chapters 1 and 2, and then you take an exam. There's also quizzes in here. And then weeks 4 and 5, you will look at chapters 3 and 4. Weeks 6 and 7, chapters 5 and 6 with their exam. And then once we get to weeks 8 and 9, we just do one chapter for 2 weeks because they get a little bit tougher. This is percentages, and it's sometimes some of the formulas are really tough. And then here, this chapter 8 is actually more of an algebra chapter. And again, sometimes people struggle with it. So I'm trying to give you enough time to ask questions. I really, really want you to ask questions and not struggle for hours on any homework assignment. I'm here to help you. So all you have to do is contact me, and you're not bothering me. Just contact me. And then chapter 10, exponents and polynomials, again, a couple of weeks. And then here, this week 14 and 15, some of this stuff we maybe move down into week 14 if we need to. But this is kind of a review. People that haven't taken exams can kind of get caught up on weeks 14 and 15 for your final exams. All righty. So that pretty much covers the syllabus. And if you have any questions about the syllabus, please let me know. We're going to go back to the modules. Now, here, registering with Pearson. Pearson Access is required for the class. Now, I made this video a couple of semesters ago, so the ID number is different than what yours is. This is yours right here, but the process is the same. I also talk about different ways of paying for Pearson. Now, Pearson, you can buy access through the bookstore, which I explain in the video, or you can pay directly with PayPal or a credit card, which is a little bit cheaper. Or you can get 2 weeks free, and then you can pay. So you have 2 weeks to figure out how you're going to pay for the class. So there should be no reason why you cannot get started on your homework. So again, you can watch this video. And I put this here because I always forget to tell people, you must allow pop-ups in order to use Pearson. You have to allow pop-ups. And depending upon if you have a Mac, how you allow pop-ups, or if you have a PC, but you do need to allow pop-ups. And then this is the registration that I will be alluding to in this video. So this registration is also just a PDF step by step on how to register with Pearson, which you have to have. And then I'm going to have this video here that you'll need to watch on how to use Canvas in this class for weekly information and instruction videos. Then I have this other video on how to use Pearson. So you've got these two platforms. And I don't mean it to be difficult. I don't think it should be difficult. If you have problems going from one platform to the other, you're going to have to let me know. This Pearson video is where you're going to spend about 90% of your time, because this is where your homework, your quizzes, and all of your tests will be found here. All righty. Well, that's pretty much all for this welcome to class video with the syllabus and the class expectations. So if you have any other questions there, just let me know, but you will need to register with Pearson as soon as you can. And you'll need to watch these videos unless you're very familiar with Pearson and how to use that. But you might want to watch this one for how I use Canvas in the class. All right. Well, thank you and welcome to class.